everybody. This is the Crypto Rocker channel, and I am the Crypto Rocker. Yes, we're going to be talking about crypto today and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, man. This has been a big week in crypto. You guys may have heard about CZ getting arrested, and he's losing Binance, and he's pleading guilty and all this stuff. He's been doing some shady stuff, man, and I'm telling you what, he's in big trouble. You know what I found out he did? He gave like $6 billion to the Iranians, and then the Iranians used it to give it to terrorists, so the terrorists could attack it. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, no, that was the U.S. government that did that. What did CZ do? I don't know. He did some stuff, you know, and they're making life hard for him. But aside from that, though, I just wanted to talk about the fact that it's a great time to be alive, man. I'm telling you right now, because we're about to embark on the biggest cryptocurrency bull market since the beginning of mankind over 875 years ago. I mean, this is going to be massive. This is going to be so unbelievable. It's going to be just kind of like what happened with the tech bubble. If you remember, like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when the internet first got started, how many of you would love to go back in time and go back to where you could invest in companies like Microsoft, Netflix, Amazon, Apple Computers? You'd make a killing. You would make so much money you wouldn't know what to do with it, okay? Well, it's all getting ready to happen again, this time with cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin in particular. There is something coming up in April of next year called the Bitcoin halving. This happens every 4 years. The last one was in April of 2020. The previous one was in 2016. Every 4 years, this Bitcoin halving takes place. And what it is it basically cuts in half the amount of Bitcoin that the miners can earn. How much is available per hash rate when the miners. It's this whole thing. You'd have to look into it to really get the details about it. Anyway, every 4 years when this halving takes place, it is a huge catalyst for Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes on a massive bull run. It happens every 4 years. Well, this time around, though, there's something different. You see, because for the first time now in history, big, huge players are getting involved, like BlackRock and Fidelity and all these big money players, the big, huge money players of the world, big governments they're realizing what Bitcoin is. And essentially, it's digital gold. It's a commodity. It's a store of value is what it is. And people understand that now. People know that now. It's going to be huge. It's the hardest asset on planet Earth. Okay, it's Bitcoin. But, yeah, it's Bitcoin. I mean, it's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. People are waking up to what Bitcoin is. And think of cryptocurrency and all the different cryptos like a massive train. And all the different cars of the train are the altcoins. You know, you got one train car you could call Cardano. One train car could be Anchor. One train car would be Scale. One would be Avalanche. Okay, they're all these different. And Bitcoin is the main engine. Okay, and where Bitcoin goes, the rest of them go. It's like Bitcoin is trucking along and it's pulling the entire crypto market along with it. Okay, you think of it like that. Well, what's different about this coming up Bitcoin halving this time around is that there's something also coming now called the Bitcoin Spot ETF. In case you don't know what an ETF is, it's an exchange traded fund. And I'll just tell you what an ETF does. ETFs, or exchange traded funds, are exactly as the name implies. They're funds that trade on exchanges, generally tracking a specific index When you invest in an ETF or an exchange traded fund, you get a bundle of assets that you can buy and sell during market hours, potentially lowering your risk and exposure while helping to diversify your portfolio. Okay, now think about this. There's millions, tens of millions, maybe even billions of little portfolios all over the place. You know, your grandma's retirement portfolio, your work portfolio, the kid who's coming up. There's portfolios everywhere, okay? And everybody wants to have some diversification in their portfolios, okay? So that's why you've got some stocks, you've got some bonds, you've got some gold, you've got some of this, you've got some of that. And now people are going to want to have a little bit of Bitcoin in their portfolios. That's all it's going to do. It's going to open the door for that so that Fidelity and different money managers can put a little bit of Bitcoin. The great thing about the spot ETF, though, is that it has to remain a honest balance. In other words, it has to be backed up by actual Bitcoin. If they want to put a little bit of Bitcoin in your portfolio, guess what? They have to actually buy that little bit of Bitcoin. And when you've got something like Bitcoin, that it's a finite asset. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins, okay? And right now, one Bitcoin is $37,000. If the demand for Bitcoin starts going up and the supply can't grow, it's not like American dollars where they can just turn on the money printer. A Bitcoin is fixed. It is finite. There will never be any more Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is still being mined. So yes, Bitcoin will continue to be added to the market over the years. I think the last Bitcoin will be mined in like 160 years from now. So Bitcoin will continue to be mined for the next 160 years. Think about that. That's pretty cool, right? But as far as the amount of Bitcoin that's available on exchanges and stuff and available for people to buy, it's pretty limited. It's finite. It's not even like gold. Like gold is a limited asset as well. But you know, if they strike gold out there and they find some new massive gold mine, then that dilutes the gold supply. There's more gold all of a sudden. Or suppose an asteroid hits the Earth that's made of gold. You know what I mean? So there can always be more gold that's added. So you got the Bitcoin halving coming. You got a Bitcoin ETF. And by the way, I'll just tell you, years ago, this happened with gold. Gold had about a $1 trillion global market cap, and then they came out with a gold spot ETF. And this was, I don't know, 15 years ago or something like that. And that's when they made it available so people could have a little bit of gold in their retirement portfolios. And it sent gold from a $1 trillion market cap to about where it is today. It's at like a $12 trillion market cap, the gold market. Okay. Anyway, in the whole scheme of things, though, this crypto market is just a massive update for the financial sector. You know, the whole world is still working on a system that was built 300 years ago for a world without computers. And what cryptocurrency is a massive update to the financial sector of the world. It brings everything onto the blockchain. It brings everything's going to be tokenized. It brings everything onto the blockchain, digital. You know, we live in a digital world now. So that's great. And I have a theory about, I think the 2020s are going to be just exactly like the 1920s. In the 1920s, in the early 1920s, you had something called the influenza in the very beginning of the 1920s. And for about the first 4 years of the 1920s, a very, very dreary time, downturned markets, and unemployment was high, and inflation and all this stuff. Well, from about 1924 to the end of the 20s, it gave way to a massive amount of prosperity. Okay, all of that pent up energy exploded into a time of great prosperity. They call it the Roaring 20s now. Well, now look at the 2020s. Same exact thing. The first 4 years have been, in the very beginning of the 2020s, you had the COVID pandemic, and then there's been 4 years of pain in the markets, unemployment, inflation, all this stuff. And now everything is going to turn around here very, very soon. And I'm going to tell you something right now. It is all getting ready to turn around. In the next year, the Bitcoin halving is coming. Bitcoin ETF is getting ready to come on the scene, which is going to send Bitcoin's market cap to who knows where. Also, there's going to be a changing of the guard in Washington, and I firmly believe that Donald Trump is coming back to be president again. I think everybody is so sick of the left now and the Democrats and all the crap that they're doing. It's like, give me a freaking break. I don't even know what kind of a person you would have to be nowadays to vote for a Democrat. You'd have to be like sick in the head. You got to be stupid or something. I don't know. You got to just not know what the heck is going on, or you're 100% behind their agenda, which is to just take this country apart at the seams. Either way, you're a freaking idiot. So Trump's going to come back. You're going to get the ETF. You're going to get the Bitcoin halving is coming. It's going to be a time of major prosperity, and that's what I'm about. I'm about prosperity. Oh, stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages. Hey, if you're feeling hungry every day, then what a better time than to have a snack with Doritos. Yay, Doritos. Everybody loves Doritos for breakfast, Doritos for lunch, Doritos for dinner. Yesterday, Thanksgiving, we didn't have turkey, ham. We had Doritos, yeah. The best day ever. So, anyway, all right. Well, enough of that crap. Back to the show. Yay! The Crypto Rocker channel. All right. So, I wanted to talk about an altcoin called Cardano. Bitcoin right now is at $37,000 for one Bitcoin. One. So, a lot of people who are thinking about investing in crypto, you're not going to want to get, a little teeny tiny piece of a Bitcoin. You want to get something where you can actually get some coins. So I recommend for people Cardano. Cardano is one of the premier, it's in the top 10. It's one of the best, absolute best cryptocurrencies out there. It is going to have a massive bull run in this next 2-year bull cycle that's coming up. As Bitcoin goes up, Cardano is going to go up, okay? Cardano is at about 38 cents right now. It's a decentralized blockchain. I would recommend getting on YouTube and do your own research on Cardano. Cardano is really fabulous. It's a really great deal. I personally believe that Cardano can 10x, 20x, 50x. There's just no telling what can happen with Cardano over the course of the next years. You could pick up 1,000 of them for like $380, 10,000 of them for like $3,800. Which is a pretty small investment when you think about it. And yeah, it's gonna grow massively. You know what I mean? You pick up some Cardano, you wait and you sell it when it hits $2 or $3 or something like that. You make some money. Some of the other altcoins that I would recommend. Scale Network, like I talked about the other day. Anchor token is great. Algorand is down, so you can actually pick up some Algorand. It was at 9 or 10 cents a few days ago. It's at about 13 or 14 cents now. It's doing really well. The AI tokens like Fetch AI and the Graph, GRT, that's at 15 cents. All of these coins are going to grow massively in the next 12 to 18 months. This is going to be a bull market like no other in history. So I'm just getting on here talking about crypto because that's what I love to do. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about what's coming, and I would like to see everybody else out there. So this is Crypto Rocker for the Crypto Rocker channel. And thank you all. See you next time.